Hi guys, most welcome to Data Message channel. And today we are going to uh, do about one of the important activity in our Python. And right? If you are working as a programmer, if you wanted to learn, to join as a programmer, and this is the one which is going to helpful a lot. And that important topic is Python user-defined functions are a custom functions. Okay, so what is this exactly? Right? And Python has a few functions are there, and two variety of functions are there. One is inbuilt functions. So inbuilt function in the sense, and while installing a Python itself, and some functions already available with that. So that is called inbuilt functions, which is readily available. So for example, I have a called something like as is there, and this is my list, and here values like that. So 12 comma 25 comma 67. So if you wanted to apply what is the minimum value in this particular list, in this particular age variable, so I can apply my mean function. So this is what inbuilt function. So we have a one of the varieties inbuilt function, and like that max and like that something. So we have a few variety of functions are there. Okay, but whenever you wanted to really develop any of the application or in our real-time projects, and these inbuilt functions, only 30 to 40% only we're going to use. But what about another 70%? So that another 70%, who is going to use it? So the another 75% are user defined functions. Okay, so those functions will be used as a user defined function. So we should know what is that user defined function. So how to define. Okay, these are very important thing. So while developing our projects, the most of our coding part will be there in these functions only. So let us see and how to develop these functions. And user defined functions, we have a variety is there in that user defined functions also. So I will show you all the variety of that. Okay. So let us see how to create these user defined functions. Nothing but we are going to create our own functions, okay, with our required functionality. So here the case is, first we am going to start create the one simple user defined function. Okay, simple user defined function I'm going to create. Assume that scenario is like that. So some, or if I wanted to add two values, suppose a equal to 2, other b equal to 3. Okay, so I don't have function. Okay, so like a to do the a plus b, assume that. So some function is not there. So when I say a plus b, it should return me 5. So assume that I have a two different values. A has 2 value and b variable has 3 value. Okay, so like that, if I wanted to create user defined function, how to create, just listen carefully. And def is the keyword. So there I need to give def is the keyword. And what is my function name? Here I'm just giving the function name is sim. So we can give whatever we wanted to. Okay, so any function name you can give. So it ends with the colon. Next, I'm just giving a equal to t, 2, b equal to 3. So I wanted to return. So, right, each function return one value. That is what our final result of the function. Okay, so when I say in this way, I have to define the function. So def is the keyword. Here it is my function name. Here I just hard coded my variables. What I am returning? A plus b. So the 2 plus 3, 5, it should return. So in this way, I have to define this thing. But how to call this function? So calling is like this. So calling function our own. And for example, my function name is sum. So sum directly it has come. And simply I need to print the result. So I'm just the end result I'm printing. So I'm just going to execute the same thing. So let me execute and what it should return. Let us see. Yes, perfect. 5. So let me change the value. So it is now it has to give me 7. 5 plus 2. Yes, 7. So in this way, I have to create my own functions. So this is very simple function. So here, what is the problem with this function? Whenever I wanted to change value, I have to go inside of my program and changing the values. So that is not at all acceptable. Okay, once you define the code, you should not touch that to change the values. Okay, so another variety of UDF is there that we call it as a user defined function with arguments. So this with arguments is the one. So we can use it. How to define this with arguments. Okay, so def, I'm just my another function name new sum. My function name is new sum. Okay, and here I am passing the two values here. One is x comma y. Okay, so here x comma y. So whatever x value and y value comes to this function, simply I'm just returning, I'm just storing that sum into the one of the variable. So z is my variable name and x plus y. So here I'm returning z. Okay, so how to call this function? So calling is like that. Yes, my function name is new sum. So I need to pass the values, otherwise it throws me error. Okay, so here I have defined, yes, whenever I'm calling the function, I should go these two parameters. So x comma y, I will give 4 comma 5. So whenever 4 goes to this function, this position is x value and this position value is for the y value. Okay, so in this way, let me print this. So what exactly it comes? So I have to define function with arguments. Okay, so yes, 4 plus 5, 9. Okay, so this is my earlier function. This 11 is. So now I am committed it. So 9. So in this way. So let me change my value 4, 1 and 1, 5. X value is 14. Y value is 15. So I am expecting 14 plus 15, 29. So like this. Okay, 29. So with arguments and without arguments. In this way, I can define my functions. Okay. So uh, that's all guys. So you can define your own functions in a like this. So here, this is my function name. Here it is argument place and it is my logic. So always your logic will be there in this function uh, before return only. So once I say return some value, this is the final value from this function. Okay, so here my final value is 29 after adding the two values. So if I say my logic, I'm changing minus. If I say minus, so let me check it. So what is the value? It comes minus 1. Why? Because 14 is x value, y is minus 15. So 14 minus 15 minus 1. So logic will be always here before returning. So in this way, we have to develop our own functions. So I'm going to give one of the challenge to you so that you can develop your own listing. So you please create one function like this. So this challenge, please create function. And if we call that function, we call that function and pass the number. So pass the number as an argument, and it should return, that function should return multiplication table. So multiplication table, it has to return that. Okay, so for example, we have created a one of the function called multiplication. Okay, this is your function name. Just for example, you have to create, guys. Okay, I'm just giving the one challenge to you. So in this, if I pass 4, then it has to give me fourth table. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are like that till 10. So 4 tens are 40. If I pass 6, it has to give me the sixth table. If I pass 18, it has to give me the 18 table. Okay, so you need to create this function. This is for your challenge and practice purpose. Okay, in this way, you can develop your logical skills. So whenever we do any of the program, logical skills are very very important. Okay, for certain bit of requirement, and one guy may write 100 lines of code, another guy may write only 2 3 lines of code also. So that smartness has to increase while doing the practice of all these algorithms. Okay guys, so thank you, see you, bye bye.